Hello and welcome to a video with me, Winner, and Trade Pickup for the first time where I went to war with the second strongest country in the world and took them over completely. Which basically they had all of this land right here, pretty much. And a few provinces over here, the Balkans. So basically all Turkey and everything over here in the Middle East I got, and everything in Africa, more or less. So, yeah, dealt with them and everything. So, yeah. Plan for this episode. Get up. Basically just try and finish off as much Europe as I can in this episode. Which I currently have all my troops heading over to Vienna right now. All 360,000 of them basically. So, yeah. Don't exactly have any other plans for this episode. Annoyingly, basically all the countries over here actually have good relations with me, which is honestly annoying, considering it kinda makes it harder for me to justify things in the Arstotzka news videos. Kinda. So, yeah. I guess I'm gonna be sending insults to Finland to start off with here. And then of course send ultimatum. So, next up is this one here. The sixth strongest country in the world right now. So, they were formerly the strongest at one point before I took over a bunch of the land that they had taken. So, yeah, I guess I'll see about dealing with them now. I highly doubt they're going to accept an ultimatum, but it's worth a shot to see if they will. Apparently Austria is still a vassal of them. Somehow. Okay, so if they accept, I'll let them keep Denmark, basically. Which they do. How nice. So I'll once again go through the probability here, so I don't have to deal with any possible revolts against me and everything. Okay, there we go. So, just Cleves and Gwent left over here, basically. So, send one insult to Cleves. And I can send ultimatum. There we go. Good. So, Gwent is the third strongest country, though I don't think they're much stronger than they were, I think. Savoy is really the only large country, considering they have another million more population than Gwent does. But then I also have 7 times large population as Savoy, basically. So yeah, don't have to really worry about them, especially with how easily I dealt with the previous second strongest country in the world. So, yeah, provinciality, again, deal with this. "14 turns and that peace treaty with them is over and I can take over what's left of them. So, let's see. Gwent here. What do you accept an ultimatum? With me demanding that, and let's see. How much of this do I want immediately? As you can see about just going all out and demanding everything immediately, I guess. Also, that means if they actually accept this ultimatum, like this, that basically means I can just send ultimatums to every single country in the world and they'll accept. We have land down here in Africa, sure. They accepted. Well, I guess I won the game. I can just send ultimatums to every single country in the world and they'll accept, apparently. The only country that could possibly be an exception to that is Savoy. Because they're the only country that was stronger than Gwent. Great. So, I guess I will quickly go and take these other countries over here. Ireland, since they do not like me at all. Just make sure they do not go to war with me before I do anything else over here. Okay, so now I will go through and deal with province building again. Okay, so I guess I'll now finish off this country over here. Get Denmark under my control. It's apparently not their province for some reason. Okay, sure. Oh, that would be the whole never-ending war that's going on right here. Okay, sure. Oldest never-ending war going on. Okay. So, got that ultimatum sent, so I'll go ahead and send insults to this one here, so I got the rest of England under my control as well. I guess I could also do the same thing for the Isle of Man. There we go. So basically 1, 2, 3 countries. 4. Basically just 4 countries really remaining over here. Great. And they all like me except for Andor. Of course. But of course, first off, deal with province building again. And after that, I guess I'll be dealing with Savoy, who I highly doubt will actually accept an ultimatum. Considering, yeah, second strongest in the world, much population as they have, yeah, don't think they'll actually accept an ultimatum like Gwent did. Okay, yeah. Savoy didn't accept an ultimatum, so yeah, definitely need to have my troops lined up on their border. It's going to take a few turns to do that. Once that's done, I can take over Savoy and basically deal with the only country in the world that will actually reject an ultimatum, apparently. Great. Okay, so yeah, war with Savoy now, which I apparently cannot actually declare war for some reason, which is probably due to whatever. I can just directly declare war, but I can't actually do it through the ultimatum part for some reason. Whatever. So, war with Savoy. This should be a very quick war, I think. Considering how quick the other war was. And of course, a lot of my troops that are over here are going to be playing catch up with the rest of my army. Because, yeah, I kind of can't really do much over here. Send some troops to take that island. I guess the rest of them will head over to attack there. Okay, yeah. 28% in a single turn. Yeah, this war is not going to last very long at all. So it's going to be annoying due to how much I had split up that on there, yes. Some of these other areas as well. Managed to defend that province. Okay. I should have these islands over here dealt with this turn, I think. There we go, those islands are done. There's 4,000 troops there to deal with, which I can easily do. Another 2,000's there, which can also be easily dealt with. And I have managed to take their capital. Great. Okay, so 80% now, basically. Great. Yeah. The wars may as well be over already at this point. So, continue having these troops go along there. They'll end up taking all this, I guess. While I continue moving all these troops forward. To try and deal with all of this over here. And they have now completely taken over the northern portion of their country. So need some troops to go there to take that province, I guess, and then clean up that and take Iceland. Basically. Okay. Guess I'll have all these troops group up right here. And they can basically be the ones I send up to take Iceland. Okay, so I guess I'll start taking over some of these other countries. Starting off with this other communist country, which is the only other communist country in the world. I don't care that they're the only other communist country. Considering they literally only had those two provinces this entire game and have done nothing. Okay, so I'm going to go to war with them once that truce is over, so I can deal with that province. Considering, yeah, that's my way to deal with that, is by going to war with them. Which is annoying. But I had to do it. 2 more turns and those troops have landed. Okay. There we go. Now have these troops run through the rest of Iceland, take the rest of it. And these troops here can start taking back already. Okay, so 60,000 troops lost in that war? Okay. Let's see here. I can take all their lands. Good. There we go. And of course I'm going to have to deal with all the province building now as well, which is going to take a while to do. Annoyingly. But I can also now do this. There we go. And this province here, I can now return to the country it's supposed to be. There we go. And now I can go and take them over. So I can actually take control of this province. Meanwhile, I still need to deal with province building, of course. That war is going to stay here forever. Oh well. Alaska's been fighting a war for 22 years, apparently. And Dante is still fighting the Song after 17 years. In which they both have all the provinces they started with, apparently. Or have the same amount of provinces, at least. Yeah. But yeah. I need to deal with province building now. So, yeah. I'm going to work through and deal with all the rest of this before I continue now. Okay, so province built y'all for all that is done. So yeah, Andorra is next. And considering the fact that Kuwait accepted ultimatum means that Andorra is basically guaranteed as well, considering they basically have half the population that Kuwait did. So selected all those provinces there. Still missing one apparently. Because it's all the way over there. Of course. Now I have it all. And I guess I can start sending insults to Portugal as well. Who is now the 7th strongest country in the world. And they don't even have a million population. I guess that 7th place is because of their economy. Yeah. That's or 2/3. They're over half of the score they have, maybe up to 2/3. I don't really know. But here we go. Let's get this ultimatum here sent as well. Wow. Neither of them accept. I'm actually amazed by that, considering how easily Gwent accepted. Well, sure. I can deal with both of you quite easily. Let's see about getting these troops lined up over here then. Okay. So let's just go ahead and send the ultimatum here again. I actually kind of realized why they didn't accept it. That's purely because they have a smaller army now. So apparently 360,000 troops is enough for countries just automatically accept ultimatums, but 300,000 isn't. Sure. Apparently that 60,000 troop difference is enough to change their minds. So that means I could technically just spend one turn recruiting troops, and then they'll all of a sudden decide they want to accept these ultimatums. But I'm not going to do that, because that would be boring. So, let's see. Let's fight this war with Andorra. Andorra, do you regret your decision to actually fight me? As you lost 2/3 of your country in a single turn. Yeah. Not the best idea. Wow. They actually have a decent amount of troops over here. Enough that I'll actually send more troops over here to deal with it, I guess. Don't get this island all the way out here. Now it's Portugal's turn to be destroyed. Let's get these back, go over here. Take all this land. There we go. And go towards Portugal. Okay, so I got that war done with Portugal now as well. So, basically just get my troops grouped over here right now. And then I guess I'll do the last bits I have planned for this episode, which is to deal with this country here. Considering, yeah, you're kind of just right here in the middle of this land I have now. Because I got this here, that there, and this here. So, yeah. Take them over so I can just basically group all that together. And officially also have all of Europe, if I just ignore that. Okay, so I basically got all the troops recruited for this, considering I didn't have enough. And kind of grouping up the remaining troops I recruited over here. That kind of go up, I need to go up there. And I also am up to 380,000 troops again. Which basically means that every single country in the world will probably accept ultimatums again. Yeah. But I will go ahead and send ultimatums here. To this country. Just to see if they'll actually accept. And if they do, I don't have to line up the remaining troops I have over there. Okay, there we go. They accepted. Okay, sure, good. They, for some reason, had an island over here in the Pacific Ocean. Don't know why, but they did. So, all these troops. I guess I'll have them group up over here with where the rest of them are going. Small group of rebels. Okay. Well, okay. I have all of Europe under my control. I honestly wasn't expecting Bell to take over the rest of Europe in a single episode. I was thinking it was probably going to take two episodes to do it, but all these countries decided to just accept ultimatums, except for the ones that didn't. So yeah, that was easy. And I also now have this here that I can easily take over as well, I think, when it comes to Africa. Let's see. Pakistan is now second place. They're probably a country that I actually had to fight a war with. Argentina is now third. Another country that I may possibly have to fight a war with, as things currently stand. And you got this Chinese country over here. Yes, it's another. And then the African one over here in 5th place. And North America with that one. And Song Date 9th. Who is still at war with all the Chinese countries. Seriously, what in the world is wrong with them? Seriously, what do they have against these Chinese countries, for goodness sakes? Considering they've been fighting them for 21 years now. And have made absolutely no progress either. They've been fighting them for 8 years. and of lost land. Then there's this one here, which they've been fighting for 7 years as well, and also have lost land. Okay. Sure. But I guess next episode I will probably take a bit more of Africa over here, I guess. And possibly go over and deal with all this over here in the Middle East, which means going to war with Pakistan. So yeah, I think I will also just quickly take over this country before I forget about them. And I will also save the game because I'm going to stop recording after this. So, yeah. I have all of Europe under my control, and it's like half of Asia or something. When it comes to landmass, at least. Province-wise, definitely not. But, yeah. I think I'm probably going to actually finish this series much quicker than I was expecting. Considering how easily I took over the rest of Europe there. So, yeah, I guess next episode I can do that, and all of this here, possibly. So, maybe 2 episodes for all of that, maybe? Maybe 2 episodes for Asia? And when it comes to North and South America, I honestly just don't know. And also, North America and South America are honestly a giant mess when it comes to borders. Which I think I may actually see about starting to do something about by having a bunch of these countries go towards each other soon. Maybe I'll start influencing how things are going on over here. Trying to clean things up before I get there. But yeah, that's there. Will be the end of this video. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.